Hey everyone, it's Carissa at Sprinkled with Glitter. Thanks for joining me today. Today's project is going to feature this United We Flourish Love Ya Bunches stamp set. This is a collaboration between Fawn and EllenHudson.com. It is a stamp set that you can only get for a limited time, and it's only available at EllenHudson.com. And this is a part of the United We Flourish theme that they celebrated starting with their 10-year anniversary. And this theme is really cool, this concept, because it's all about everyone coming together and making everything so much better together. I have more information about that over at my blog, but for now I'm going to get started on some stamping. I've taken the monkey images here and some of the bananas, and I'm stamping them onto some Neenah Solar White using some Memento Tuxedo Black ink because I'm going to be doing some Copic coloring. And you're seeing me just rub across the surface of my Misty stamping tool there just to make sure I get a good impression. I like to use my microfiber cloths for that. Now I'm going to flip my paper around and go ahead and stamp these again because I mess up all the time. So I like to stamp and color extras, especially when I'm doing coloring. Now you're going to see me come in with my Copic markers here, and I left this footage in here, but I'm going to kind of zoom through it. So this is about 3.5 times speed. I don't color this fast, although I probably would color more if I could color this fast. I am a super slow colorer. Or maybe I should say colorist. I don't know. I think of a colorist as someone who's like really good at coloring, and I'm okay. That's it. I mean, I'm not horrible. I'm not great. So let's just be real. But I do really enjoy coloring, so that's why I do it. And I think that in the end, you have to enjoy what you're doing. So don't overthink it. Just go for the basics. I think that keeps it more fun. But my basic Copic coloring technique is light to medium to dark to medium to light. So you'll see me come in with my lightest color. I'll add some shading with my medium, kind of bringing that out a little further, and then the least amount of shading with the darkest color, and then I'll kind of blend that into the medium using the medium color, and then blend that all together using the lightest color. So hopefully that makes sense. Now, as far as the Copic markers that I'm using, I will have all of those linked over at my blog at sprinkledwithglitter.com. So if you're looking for the specific marker colors, head on over there. And I'm only going to show you one of these monkeys. And I'm going in and trying to add some hair detail here with this darkest marker. And when I blended it out, I lost some of the detail. So once I finish coloring all of my images, I am going to go in with a colored pencil and add some of those flicking or kind of just light strokes to add the look of hair on these monkeys. And I just think their little hairdos, the way they're drawn, are so much fun. They're kind of like these little faux hawk looking things. I don't know. I kind of think of my son when I think of this. But I got them all colored, and now I'm stamping over them using some VersaFine Onyx Black ink. Now this is going to intensify the darkness of the black line around these images. And that first set of images, my husband was talking to me. I wasn't paying attention. My paper wasn't down into the corner of my Misty, and I totally stamped off on those. So I totally ruined half of the images that I colored, but we're going to blame that all on my husband. So once I got these colored, I'm going to cut them out using the coordinating dies. I used a little bit of skinny painter's tape to hold those in place. And now I'm taking this Fawn Stitch Clouds background. This is the portrait version. There's also a horizontal version. And I'm going to run that through my die cut machine using some Neenah Solar White. And it cuts the outline, but it leaves just these stitched clouds all over that background, and I love it. Now let's talk about these scissors while I mess around with this burlap twine that I'm using from May Arts. These scissors are the Tim Holtz mini snips, and I am showing them to you specifically. I kind of modeled them for you because I took them on the airplane. They are within the TSA regulations because those blades are under a certain number of inches, and I carried them through my home airport, through Washington, D.C.'s airport, and I didn't get in trouble, guys. So I took these on the plane. They're great for travel, and they're a great little pair of scissors. So once I kind of got this all figured out, I taped that twine to the back. I actually took 3 links of this twine and kind of tied it together so that this vine would be nice and thick and kind of remind you of those jungle vines that are all kind of twisted together. So I did that, and I adhered it to the back using some of the Be Creative super strong adhesive tape so that I made sure that that wouldn't slip out. And then I went ahead and adhered my monkeys hanging from that vine. They are so cute because when they cut out, the tails actually are meant to wrap around things, and they're so much fun. And I adhered those on to the front of the card using some foam adhesive. So once I got that all adhered together, I'm going to go ahead and heat emboss a sentiment that says, "Let's hang out." And then I decided I needed a little more color, and going off of an inspiration from a lot of these watermelon cards that I've seen lately, I'm using some green to add in there, and then I have that pink sentiment, and I'm going to come back in just a bit and add some pink hearts as well. So I'm adding these leaves on using little tiny pieces of foam adhesive. I kind of spread them out all over the vine, and then here are the hearts that I'm adding. These are from the O Frap stamp set from Essentials by Ellen, or I'm sorry, the coordinating die set. And then I'm just finishing those hearts off by adding a little bit of sparkle with my Spectrum Noir clear glitter brush pen. And then I'm going to add this entire panel to an Essentials by Ellen linen cardstock card base. Now, truth be told, I did this because it was already cut and scored for me because I had some in my stash. So that's why I chose the linen cardstock, but you could definitely use your Nina Solar White as well. So you saw me just add a layer of glossy accents over those hearts. It really intensifies that kind of glittery, shimmery goodness of those hearts. And so I really love to do that on little embellishments like that. And you can see I did add some eyelashes to my monkeys using a Copic multi-liner. So that completes my card today using the Lawn Fawn and Essentials by Ellen United We Flourish collaboration stamp set called Love Ya Bunches. I love this thing. Be sure to snatch it up if you want it because it's only available for a limited time. I'll have links to all the products used in this project over at my blog at sprinkledwithglitter.com, and I will have links to the featured products in the description at YouTube, so be sure to check that out. Thanks for stopping by. As always, I hope you enjoyed this project. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks a lot, guys, and until next time, I hope you have a fabulous day.